Hello everyone, and my dear students, I hope each and every one of you are doing good, safe and sound, and staying home. Today, as in this difficult time, as we don't have the time, as we are not in a situation where we can sit in the classroom together and take a class, today I'm taking the opportunity of using this social media as a platform to reach you guys and to teach you, which will be improving you, at least I hope. Today, we're going to talk about a poem, A Day, written by Dickinson, poetry number 7 of your English literature. So, before we move into the text, I would like to speak a little bit about or highlight who Emily Dickinson is. Emily Dickinson is an American poetess. She was born into a very prominent family who was very much attached to the community, who is very much mingling with the community. So Emily Dickinson was born in the year 1830, December 10, in Amherst, Massachusetts, US. And she was living a very reclusive life, isolating herself from the society. And she died on May 15, 1886, at the age of 55 in Amherst, Massachusetts. So, Emily Dickinson's writing is very delicate and very uncommon. And her writing generally depends on the theme of like love, loneliness. So, most of her poetries are about how a person is suffering in his or her own life. So, close friends, acquaintances, and even her family members are not aware of her writing. It was only until 1886, after she died, that her younger sister Lavinia discovered a cage of her writings, and it was only 4 years after her death that her poetries get published and became apparent to the public. Reading poetry, there are many terms that we should know and keep in mind. So this poem A Day, written by Emily Dickinson, is an allegorical poem. So before telling you what is an allegorical poem, I would like to mention some terms which you need to know when you are reading a poetry. The terms like personification, alliteration, imagery, metaphor, similes, all these are very important to know what it is. So now what is an allegorical poem? An allegorical poem is a poem that has two meanings, literal meaning and symbolic meaning. So in this poem, A Day, there are 4 stanzas, and the first 2 stanzas is about sunrise, and the last 2 stanza, that is 104, is about death. So we are going to study about the literal meaning of the 2 stanzas and then the symbolic meaning as well. In the class, this is the first stanza of the poem. Let me read it once. I will tell you how the sun rose, a ribbon at a time, the steeples swam in amethyst, the muse like squirrel ran. So in the first line, the poet, she confidently declared that she can tell us how the sun rises. Sunrise is symbolic meaning is birth, B-I-R-T-H. The poet, with her knowledge and confidence, she declared that the sun rises, and how the sun rises is what to be shared along with her confidence. So second line, a ribbon at a time. You know, a ribbon is something which is very beautiful, and mostly in every occasion where decoration is needed, this ribbon is used. Now the poet, she is comparing the beauty of the sunrise to that of a ribbon, because when the sun rises, the sky, it gives a colorful stratus, layers of different colors, which is so beautiful to look at, that the poet, she symbolized the beauty of the sunrise to that of a ribbon. And next we have the steeples swam in amethyst. What is steeples and what is amethyst? Let me tell you. Steeples is a long tower which is there on the church towers and all. Okay. So then amethyst is a color, a purplish color. So now what the poet wants to convey through this line is that when the sun rises, the sky, it forms a beautiful color. And then the steeples of the church, it seems like swaying along in that colorful, beautiful color that is amethyst. And here, steeple signifies spirituality. And next line, the news like the squirrels run. Every one of us, we know how quick and how fast a squirrel runs. Okay, so here in this line, the poet wants to speak about how quickly the sun rises. And then she compared it to that of a squirrel running. This is an imagery. This line is an imagery. So the poet, she pictured the swiftness of the sun rising and making everything beautiful to like that of a squirrel quickly running. In the second stanza, first line, you can see the hills untied their bonnets. This line is personification. The hills here is personified as a person. And before that, what is a bonnet? A bonnet is a cap-like thing which is mostly worn by women. So the hills untied their bonnets. Before the sun rises, the hills are covered with mist. M-I-S-T. The hills are covered with mist which look like the hills were wearing a bonnet. So when the sun rises and the sun became warmer, the mist covering the hills started disappearing, which is comparable to that of a person, a nun removing her bonnet. So the next line, the bubblings began. Bubblings is North American songbird. So when the bubblings began to sing, it is obviously known that the sun has already risen. And the third line, then I said softly to myself, that must have been the sun. So the speaker here, she said softly speaking to herself, saying that everything that happens, it is caused by the sun rising. Everything that happens is caused by the sun rising. And let me read it out. But how he said, I know not. There seems a purple style which little yellow boys and girls were climbing all the while. In the beginning part, I mentioned that this poetry is divided into two parts. The first part is first and second stanza, which is about sunrise, symbolizing birth, B-I-R-T-H, birth, that we already finished. Now the second stanza. But how he said, I know not. How he here is the sun. The poet very confidently declared, saying that she can tell how the sun rises. But in this sentence, she said that she does not know how the sun sets. So that, how do that B-A-T-H happen? That happens mysteriously and no one knows how it happens. Likewise, the poetess here, she said that she does not know how the sun sets. There seems a purple style. What is style? S-T-I-L-E. Style is something like a ladder-like structure which is used for climbing higher levels. So the poet says that there appears a purple style on which the children were climbing up. The somber display of color yellow here reminds the poet all about the boys and girls who were climbing the stile, and they have been climbing all the while. So in this line, the poet she expressed how she does not know how mysteriously that happens. Now the last stanza. So the first line of the last stanza, till when they reach the other side. They here is the children who have been climbing the stile in the third paragraph. So the children, those who were climbing the stile, they could be seen until they reach the other side. And next line, a domini in grey. Who is domini? Literally, domini is a cleric or a schoolmaster who is like a shepherd who takes his flocks safely to home. But here in this poetry, this domini is a priest. P-R-I-E-S-T. The dominee here is a priest who takes his children away. So, and also what is gray here? Gray is a color that symbolizes mourning, M-O-U-R-N-I-N-G. So in this line, a dominee in gray, this gray color signifies mourning, that is the end of a lovely day, that is death. Gray symbolizes sorrow. Put up gently the evening verse. The dominee here, he puts up the evening verse, means he closed the gap. He gently closed the gap and take those people who have been climbing the stile away to the other side, and then let the flock away. So the dominee, he led the flock away. Symbolically, after that, no one knew what happened to a dead person. So, in this line, the poetess, she says that after the children were taken by the dominee, no one knows what happens thereafter. The inner meaning of the poem A Day written by Emily Dickinson is that the references of the sun being masculine, like the dominee, magnifies the creator and gives the spiritual tone to the stanzas. And it is as if the poet wants the reader to meditate on the spiritual meaning of sunset. And if dawn, D-A-W-N, if dawn is the beginning, that is birth, B-I-R-T-H, surely then sunset is the end, which is death. The poetess, she also works on descriptive and then shows the power of her imagination and making the poem fully a very beautiful poem. So I hope you can understand. Keep on studying the poetry along with the text and the explanation here I made. And if you have any doubt, you can let me know. So thank you.